Hola, aloha, buongiorno, buongiorni, namaste, zdravstvуйте, Cynthia. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Brunel. I'm bringing you something different today. A little bit of a life hack and sort of DIY kind of thing for yourself to help you out. If you, if this is something that affects you, then you might find this particular hack useful. So let's just get into the video. So this hack is obviously for people, as you've seen from the title, when it's start time of the month and you are struggling, you get a bloated belly, that little mini pregnancy that you don't want to have, especially that's the one that's just below your belly button. And you have that, and on top of that you might have an event and you have a period maybe that takes a bit too long. It lasts a good 7 days, 8 days. Mine doesn't, maximum 5 days. But and you want to cut down on the time that you have for that period. You want to get it over and done with as quickly as possible, but you also want to reduce that bloated stomach that's actually making it impossible for you to put on that wonderful dress or jumpsuit or whatever you want to wear that will make you feel uncomfortable because the belly will be popping out, and you want to do something about that. So this is what this is about. Okay, main thing: heat and pressure. Heat and pressure. Now this particular hack is something that's actually, if you don't know, I was born in Africa. This is something that's actually done by women who've given birth all the time. It is something that I grew up with seeing. It is something that I used myself during after I gave birth to my 2 kids. It's something that I use actually some months when I feel like I want to cut down on my period, and I don't want it to, I don't do this all the time simply because I can't be bothered. But when I really want to, I've got an event and I want to cut down the time, this is what I do. So first thing is, as I said, heat. You want to generate as much heat as possible. That is drinking as many of these. What's this? It's say a hot drink. And for me, that's green tea. Because you need to drink as many of those as possible, as hot as you can drink them. Now, but when I say hot, I don't mean go out and burn yourself. We're not into sadomasochism here. That's not what I'm talking about. So obviously be safe, but drink it as hot as you can to generate more heat within your stomach. What that seems to be able to do is actually, it's kind of like makes you bleed more. Sorry if talking period and you're thinking yikes, but it makes you bleed more. And hopefully as you bleed more, that obviously then means that you cut down on the length of time. I tend to you drink lots of these teas, and what I also do is something else that's very useful. Boom, boom, boom. A hot water bottle, which I then place on my stomach for as long as I can stand it, especially in the evening when I'm relaxing in bed, and put that together. Something else that I said pressure is this, which is you can use one of these belts, the Velcro belts that they have all over the place. Or, because for me, I find that I have more control over everything and I want to work on a specific area which is just below my belly button, I actually use one of my, like a scarf or a headscarf, one of the long ones. And simply all I do is, let me just get up so I can try and demonstrate it, is basically wrap it around my belly area, and that will be fold it and have it as long as possible, and then fold that again. And you can fold it and then put it right where the belly button is, the area that's affected. Flesh time coming along, right, so there. And then what I'll do is hold out, wrap it around, pull it close, and put more pressure on it, so you can see. And then what we want is for it to be firm. We want it to be pulled down, but you don't want to injure yourself. You don't want to make it so tight that it becomes painful. That's not what we're looking for. But we want proper pressure there, pulling it down. And that's what I do, tie that up. And throughout the day or at night, I will then sleep with that. Make sure that I can still have a good night's sleep. So I don't want to make it, that's why it's important not to make it too tight. These are actually the most important hacks that I use when I want that to be done. Now, as you can see here, and I'm just going to be honest, it is the time of the month, and this is my stomach as it is now. I've not pulled it in, I'm not holding it in. there isn't that little belly there, that little bit there. And that's what I used to obviously to test this hack today, because I was going to show it. So I wanted to show that it does work. And yeah, so that's what I actually do. Nice and simple, and very useful. As I said, it's used by women who give birth. As soon as you give birth, we all know you go through that thing of shedding a lot. To help with that, lots and lots of drinks. Have also included in there baths as well, but obviously when it's that time when you don't want to be, it's up to you. But if you think about it, it's not scientific, so I'm not going to make any kind of claims scientifically or anything like that. But if you think about it, when you're early on in pregnancy, there's something that they actually tend to advise lots of women not to do too often. What are those? Hot baths. Why? Because it seems to actually break down everything that's congealed, seems to be able to break it all down. So that's where I'll take that. That's where I look at it anyway. But hey, these are the hacks that I use. So if you want to cut down, if I go through probably about between 6 and 8 of these cups, and these are probably mugs anyway, so it's good to drink liquids. Not only do you flush out toxins out your body anyway and help out with your liver and your bladder, but it's also, as a side effect of that, is to help you go more often. Yes, you will bleed more, so be mindful of that. But for me, I find that it can take off a day to a day and a half, cut it short by a day to a day and a half, 3 days, and that's it, as far as it goes, if I really pay attention to what I'm doing. And yeah, so hope you find today's video useful. It is a bit of a different one, but I just thought I'd share something nice and quick with you. Bye.